It's the last week to enter the Night Arts Challenge, a contest to fund art ideas in South Florida. We stopped by the Knight Foundation to talk to Dennis Scholl and get the 411 on the Night Arts Challenge.
I think the most important thing about the contest is that it's open to anyone. You don't have to be a 501c3, a tax-exempt entity. You don't have to be a corporation. You can be an individual artist. You can be a little collective. You don't need a fancy structure. Anybody can enter. You can enter. And so we think that that's the most important thing about the contest. It's easy to do. You go to the nightarts.org website, hit the apply button, and give us your idea. 150 words maximum. So if you've ever had a great art idea that you think deserves to be funded, this is your chance. Well, the Night Arts Challenge launched on February 7th, and it will run through March 2nd. The Night Arts Challenge is a $40 million 5-year contest in South Florida for everybody to give us their best art idea. You know, the Miami community is going through a pretty good moment right now for culture, and we who have grown up here didn't always have it this good. This is a great moment for the community. People who haven't grown up here don't remember how there wasn't so much here in terms of art, in terms of culture, in terms of museums, in terms of the performing arts. And look at us over the last 10 years and the next 10 years. I mean, the place is really coming into its own. It's really maturing. It's really blowing up in a way in certain areas. That's a huge deal. It doesn't happen everywhere. It doesn't happen all the time. But the Knight Foundation is really interested in providing momentum, fuel to what's going on down here in culture. So we don't know what the best art ideas are in the community. So we're asking the community to tell us, and that's what the challenge does. Every single year we've gotten a really good response from people with all sorts of different ideas. Things that, from poetry to music, to the visual arts, of course, have really caught a hold in Miami. But lately we funded a film project. So we're really excited about what's happened with regard to the arts and how the community has really got this momentum on their own. One of the great things about the contest is that the ideas have come from all over the community. Last year we funded the Hispanic Ballet Company. We funded Borscht Film Festival, which are just a bunch of guys, 20-year-old somethings, that are out there making films about South Florida and having a big festival. We also had the big idea last year was to fund the Cultural Passport, which is within the Dade County school system, will provide for 65,000 kids to go on a cultural field trip. We made a grant to them via the contest of $1 million that they're going to have to raise matching money for, and an additional 65,000 kids will get to go on a field trip. You know, the contest only has 3 rules, and the rules are your idea must be about art, it must take place in or benefit South Florida, and if we fund you, you've got to find matching money. Now, the matching money component is challenging for some of the artists that have applied, but what happens is that they find that they're able to raise the match by going out into the community. Remember, this is a community contest, and so we've got to get other people involved. It's not just the Knight Foundation money. So we've seen corporate entities step up and help. We've seen individual artists step up and create additions to help other artists make their match, and we've seen individual patrons come through. So we've really reached out into the community and generated an additional $20 million to match the $20 million that we put into the challenge.
There you have it, Generation NY. Your arts idea in 150 words or less. nightarts.org.